The world of poetry offers us a remarkable window into the human heart, allowing us to witness emotions that transcend time itself. One such poignant glimpse is provided by the celebrated Irish poet William Butler Yeats in his beautiful work, When You Are Old. This poem is not merely a collection of words, it is a profound and deeply personal message sent across the years. It is widely believed that Yeats penned these lines with a specific person in his mind, the brilliant and fiery Irish revolutionary Maud Gonne. She was a woman he loved deeply and proposed to on several occasions, yet his affections were never fully returned in the way he had hoped. This poem, therefore, becomes a quiet, reflective conversation with her, a gentle plea for her to look back from a distant future and understand the unique nature of his love for her. The poem opens with a wonderfully tender and imaginative instruction. The speaker, who we can see as Yeats himself, asks the woman to picture a time far ahead. He wants her to imagine herself as an old woman, sitting quietly by the fireside, perhaps feeling a little sleepy and reflective in her twilight years. He then asks her to take down a book, this very book of his poems, and to slowly read its contents. In doing so, he hopes she will remember the past, specifically the youthful beauty she once possessed. He wants her to recall the soft look her eyes once held, and the shadows deep that hinted at her passionate spirit. It is a scene painted with extraordinary gentleness, a quiet moment of remembrance set against the warm glow of a domestic fire, a stark contrast to the vibrant public life she led in her youth. This act of reading is more than just a simple suggestion. It is a carefully constructed journey. The speaker is essentially creating a time capsule for his beloved, a vessel through which you can revisit your own history. He is confident that his poetry will endure, that it will be there for her to find even when many other aspects of her life have faded away. He asks her to draw of her past, to remember the admiration she received from so many admirers. This initial stanza sets a melancholic yet incredibly romantic tone, establishing the poem's central theme of looking back on a life lived and on loves both accepted and lost. It is a powerful invitation to reflect not just on her life, but on the enduring power of his words, his unwavering devotion. The entire premise is built on a foundation of unrequited love, a feeling that many of us can understand in our lives. The speaker is not bitter or angry. Instead, his tone is one of wistful resignation and profound tenderness. He is not demanding that she remember, but gently guiding her towards a realization. He hopes that in the quiet solitude of her old age, away from the clamour of her many admirers, she will finally see the true value of what he offered her. This framing of the poem's future life is a masterful stroke, allowing Yeats to speak about the present by projecting it into a hypothetical future, giving his words a timeless and universal quality that continues to resonate with readers to this day. In the second part of his poetic message, Yeats makes a crucial and deeply moving distinction. He asks the woman to remember how many people admired her during her youth. He acknowledges that they loved her moments of glad grace, which refers to her vibrant and joyful beauty, her physical charm, and her captivating presence. Many were drawn to her external appearance, loving her beauty with a love that was perhaps false or true. This line is fascinating as it suggests that some of this admiration might have been superficial, based only on the fleeting qualities of youth. The speaker does not dismiss this love entirely, but he subtly separates it from his own, preparing to reveal what made his affection so very different, and in his view, so much more profound. Here we encounter one of the most celebrated lines in all of English poetry. The speaker declares, "But one man loved the pilgrim's soul in you." This is the heart of the poem's message. While others were captivated by her outward beauty, which would inevitably fade with the passing of time, he alone cherished her inner self. The term pilgrim's soul is wonderfully evocative. A pilgrim is a traveler, someone on a quest, often searching for something sacred or true. By describing her soul as a pilgrim, Yeats shows that he loved her restless, searching, and perhaps even troubled spirit. He saw beyond the beautiful surface to the passionate, idealistic, and complex individual within. This contrast between the physical and the spiritual is a powerful theme. The love of the many was conditional, tied to her youth and beauty. His love, however, was for the essence of her being, for the very core of who she was. He even goes a step further, stating that he also loved the sorrows of your changing face. This is an extraordinary declaration of devotion. It means he loved her not just in her moments of joy and triumph, but also in her times of sadness, struggle, and weariness. He loved the lines of worry and age that would eventually mark her face, because they were a map of her life's journey, a testament to the very pilgrim soul he so adored. This section beautifully illustrates the fleeting nature of physical attractiveness compared to the enduring quality of a person's inner character. Yeats is not just speaking to Maud Gonne here. He is speaking to all of us about the nature of true love. He suggests that genuine affection is something that sees and embraces the entirety of a person, their flaws as well as their strengths, their sorrows as well as their joys. It is a love that is not diminished by the passage of time, but is, in fact, deepened by it. The speaker's love is presented as a rare and precious thing, a constant star in a sky full of fleeting meteors of admiration, a truly remarkable testament to a love that was built to last. As the poem draws towards its conclusion, the tone shifts from wistful reflection to a more profound sense of loss and regret. The speaker guides the woman's imagination to a moment of quiet contemplation by the fireside, where she is bending down beside the glowing vase. In this intimate setting, he wants her to murmur, a little sadly, about how love has vanished. This is where Yeats employs a brilliant poetic device known as personification. Love is no longer just an emotion. It is given a physical form, a being that can act and move. It is capitalized love, to show that it is a powerful entity, almost like a divine visitor who once graced her life but has since departed. This personified love is described as having paced upon the mountains overhead. This imagery creates a sense of something majestic, wild, and untamable. Love is not a gentle domestic creature. It is a grand, powerful force that belongs to the high and lonely places. It suggests that the love the speaker offered was not something to be easily captured or held. It was vast and elemental, like the mountains themselves. By rejecting this love, the woman in her old age will have to confront the reality that she let something truly magnificent slip through her fingers. The image of love pacing on the mountains suggests a restless energy, a spirit that could not be contained within the ordinary world of fleeting admirers. The final action of this personified love is both beautiful and heartbreaking. After pacing the mountains, love hid his face amid a crowd of stars. This is a truly stunning and symbolic image. Love does not simply die or disappear. It ascends into the cosmos, hiding itself among the celestial bodies. It becomes something distant, unreachable, and eternal, a part of the vast, cold beauty of the night sky. For the old woman by the fire, this means that the love she lost is now forever beyond her grasp. It has joined the heavens, a constant, glittering reminder of what could have been. This powerful symbolism elevates the speaker's personal feelings of rejection into a universal story of cosmic significance. The feeling of regret in these lines is almost palpable. The woman is left to murmur sadly to herself, left with only the memory of a grand love that she did not seize. The speaker imagines her loneliness as a direct consequence of her past choices. The warmth of the fire beside her provides a stark contrast to the cold, distant stars where love now resides. This final image leaves the reader with a profound sense of melancholy and a powerful warning. It suggests that the choices we make in our youth, particularly in matters of the heart, can echo through our entire lives, leaving us with either the warmth of treasured memories or the cold emptiness of regret. Ultimately, When You Are Old serves as more than just a lament for a lost love. It is a timeless lesson for all who read it. The central message that Yeats so elegantly conveys is the importance of recognizing and valuing true, deep-seated affection when it is offered. The poem acts as a gentle but firm caution against being swayed solely by superficial charm or the praise of a crowd. The admiration of many, as the poem illustrates, can be a fleeting and shallow thing, tied to the temporary condition of youth. True love, the kind that cherishes the pilgrim soul, is a far rarer and more precious treasure, one that deserves to be recognized and held onto tightly. The poetic devices that Yeats employs are instrumental in delivering this powerful message. The rich imagery allows us to vividly picture the scene: the old woman by the fire, the glowing bars, and the book of memories in her hands. This creates an intimate and relatable atmosphere. The personification of love as a majestic being who paces the mountains before hiding among the stars elevates the poem from a personal complaint to a universal fable. This technique helps us understand love not just as a feeling, but as a powerful, almost divine force that can be lost if not properly honored. These literary tools are not mere decorations. They are the very mechanisms through which the poem's deep emotional and philosophical weight is communicated to us. The enduring power of this poem lies in its universal appeal. While it was born from Yeats's specific circumstances with Maud gone, its themes of love, aging, and regret are experiences that touch every human life. We have all, at some point, had to consider the choices we have made and wondered about the paths not taken. The poem encourages a form of self-reflection, urging us to look beyond the surface in our relationships and to appreciate the people who love us for who we truly are, not just for how we appear. It reminds us that time is relentless and that the opportunities for true connection, once missed, may be gone forever, leaving only a sad murmur by the fire. In conclusion, the moral of Yeats's masterpiece is both simple and profound. Cherish true love. It teaches us to have the wisdom to distinguish between fleeting infatuation and steadfast devotion. The poem is a beautiful, melancholic, and deeply inspiring reminder that the love for a pilgrim soul is the most enduring love of all. It is a love that withstands the trials of time and embraces the sorrows of a changing faith. By taking us on this imaginative journey into the future, Yeats gives us a precious gift, the chance to learn from another's potential regret and to make choices in our own lives that will fill our later years with warmth and contentment, rather than the cold, distant light of what might have been.